Welcome back, everybody. Now today I've got the Bell & Howell Tac Shaver. It's an as seen on TV electric razor, very heavily advertised and very heavily requested lately. I've done quite a few of the Tac brand items, so I'm excited to try this one out. I also haven't done a lot of as seen on TV lately, so it's kind of fun to get back to my roots with this one. So let's see if it really works in today's review. So yesterday I unboxed it. Let's flash back to that real quick to see how that went. My first thought, without even opening the box, I'm wondering if this gap is going to be a problem between these. And what does that blue one mean? Why is it blue? I don't know. Let's open it up and find out. Thank you for installing a quick guide. It says it takes 8 hours to charge this trimmer. That's a long time. Better be worth it. But as they say, there's nothing quite like it on the market today. Or is there? How about a quick sneak peek before I charge it up? Ooh, there really is not much to it. So what I gotta do now is just charge it up, wait 8 hours. 8 hours! I guess I'll be shaving tomorrow. Let me charge it up and come back tomorrow and then actually start shaving. One thing I noticed is that the model shown in the commercials is different than the model that I received. I'm almost certain that that's probably because most of these as seen on TV companies will advertise a prototype, then it changes a little bit in the production, and then what you get doesn't look quite like the one in the commercials, and that's probably what it is. I don't know if the one in the commercial works better than this one, or if this one's better, who knows? I do know the one in the commercial has silver trim. The one I have has a blue head in the center, not really explained why that is. The one in the commercial doesn't have that. They do advertise that it's waterproof. I'll be checking that out. They say that it's smaller than a credit card. It might be smaller this way, but it certainly isn't thinner than a credit card. But it is pretty small, so I guess I'll give them that. My biggest question before I get started is, what is tactical about an electric razor? I just want to know. What is tactical about it? If any of my friends out there have been in any kind of military or special ops, tell me what you think is tactical about this, because I don't think it's tactical. I think it's an electric razor with the Bell & Howell logo and the Tac brand slapped on it. But I might change my mind after I shave with it. So really, I got one shot at this. Once I shave, I can't, that's it. So I'm gonna try the trimmer, because in the commercial, they show Nick Bolton, the spokesman of the Tac brands, they show him starting to trim his beard. They don't show him actually trimming it, they show him starting it. I'm gonna see if I can trim through this beard. If not, I'll have to use something else. Then I'm gonna use it on stubble for sure, and then I'm gonna try it underwater tomorrow. So that's all the preliminaries, so let's go inside and start shaving. I have to admit, I'm kind of excited about doing an as seen on TV product. It's been a while, especially a Tac brand's as seen on TV product. If you look at the shaver itself, this is the power button. And then over here, you can release the trimmer part. They say in the instructions to hold your hand on the trimmer part, basically to stop it from going back down, because they're kind of already admitting that's weak. So I'm gonna try to trim this part of my beard down right here. And then I'm gonna use this part to trim the stubble that's left over. Pretty straightforward, right? Let's get started. Oh, I didn't cut anything. Wow, it's not really cutting, is it? I think at this rate it's going to grow faster than I cut it off. I don't think it's cutting that fast. It might be an okay trimmer if you're just trimming up the, let me try the edges here. It's not terrible like this. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. But the trimmer isn't really its primary feature, so let's not be too hard on it. It's there if you need it. I guess if you're really trying to go minimal on a pinch, this will kind of keep your sideburns trimmed, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to be nice. Let me show you what a dedicated trimmer can do. Check this out. Yeah, that was about, what, 5 seconds? That was about 5 seconds. This one didn't even get half a sideburn in 5 seconds. So yeah, the wall trimmer, certainly better. All right, that was seconds long. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compare the Bell & Howell Tac Shaver to the Philips One Blade for the shaving portion of this test. So the Philips One Blade isn't really supposed to be the closest shave, it's just supposed to be kind of a quick shave, leave a little bit of stubble. This one is an electric razor, which isn't really supposed to be as close as a regular razor either, so let's see how they really compare. First up, Bell & Howell Tac Shaver. Now this is the big test. This is it. If you can't get through this stubble, there's something wrong. Here we go. Oh wait, before I start, the instructions say to use circular motion going against the grain, but if it's circular, isn't it going in all directions, not just against the grain? I'm not sure how you can go in a circle and only go against the grain, but I'll give it a shot. Here we go. Well, timeout number 2. It also says to pull your skin tight. I'll do that as well. Oh, it's working. I'm not sure how long it took. I'll put the time below when I measure this later. It's definitely not a close shave. It does work, but not a close shave at all. But let me try the Philips One Blade on the other side and see how it does. I feel like the One Blade was a little bit more even, a little bit faster. I missed some spots over there in the, well, I mean, neither one is perfect. I also realized when I was using the Tac Shaver is that it's hard to get really close. Like with the One Blade, you can get right up on the line there. With this one, because they're circular, it's not quite as easy. There's also these gaps here that you kind of have to, I think that it makes you have to go over certain spots more and more. These are about the same price. I've been using this one for 3 years. I don't know if I'm going to replace this with this because this seems better to me. I'll use this for my stubble over the next couple days and let you know if anything changes. But before then, I'm going to do my pool test. That's coming up tomorrow. So let's switch to it right now. All right, so for my Tac Shaver, I'm about to go in the pool. I bought a brand new GoPro Hero Black 8, supposed to be waterproof. If not, it's going to go down in a blaze of glory when I try. So let's go find out right now how the Tac Shaver works underwater, and if this really is waterproof, because I've never used this before. Let's check it out. This is so ridiculous. I'm actually gonna shave underwater. Let me see. Never shaved in a pool before. That's a first for everything, I guess. I'm just gonna go underwater and hopefully it still works. Harry, are you ready? Everybody ready? The loud construction workers behind me ready? Let's try it out. Here we go. The good news is the GoPro still works, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, and the other good news is this is still working too. Watch this. Oh no! I'm not sure that it's any better underwater, but it does work underwater. It's kind of hard, you know, I think, honestly, maybe it's better underwater. I don't know. Well, this concludes the pool portion of this video. Now back home to wrap this thing up. Just as a quick follow-up, as a close-up, see I missed it down here. You can see right here I actually missed it in the pool. Up here, it got a pretty good shave in the pool. It almost shaved better in the pool than when I just threw it over the sink. All right, it's been about a week now, and I do have some updated information for you on the Tac Shaver. So I've been using the Tac Shaver on the left side of my face and the Philips One Blade on the right side of my face, and there really is no significant difference in the closeness, even though this isn't really supposed to be a razor, it's just a trimmer. This one advertises as the closeness of a razor, but I'm not getting that kind of closeness, I'm getting the closeness of a trimmer. I've been using them both dry, with water, and even with shaving cream, and they've both survived that, although the Tac Shaver does not work as well on day 7 as it did on day 1. The Tac Shaver is not working consistently anymore. Last night it wouldn't turn on at all, even after being charged. So I cleaned it out, I let it sit. It comes on, but sometimes there's a delay. Sometimes the motor sounds like it's not running very well. Like, watch this. Not on. Not on. Not on. It's not coming on. See that? Now it turns on. That's not good. Come on, guys. Whereas the Phillips One Blade I've been using for 3 years now, I've only had to replace the head one time. They say 4 months, it lasted me 2 years. And this is about $35 and this is $30, so I don't know. It does seem like the Tac, even before it stopped working consistently, I felt like the motor was kind of on the weak side. Sometimes the motor would run slowly and then speed up and then go slow again. It wasn't consistent. Just like it's not consistently turning on, and when it does, it takes a few seconds. The button also seemed like after I put it in the pool was kind of sticky for a couple days, although it's not as sticky now. So even though it's waterproof, it doesn't seem like it likes the water that much. And speaking of, for those of you who wonder why I tested it underwater, that's what their commercial shows. They show it with a guy shaving underwater, so I wanted to see if that's a valid test or not. It is a valid test because it did hold up, at least short term. Long term, doesn't seem like it's doing so well. Now, I've used a lot of electric razors over the years. I don't think the Tac Shaver is as horrible as some of the Amazon reviews state, but it certainly isn't as good as the advertising states. In the end, if I had to give the Tac Shaver a rating, I'd probably give it about a 4. If I wasn't having these inconsistent motor problems, I might bump it up to a 5, and that's probably being a little bit generous too. I do worry about its long-term durability though. When after only a week, I'm already having it not turn on consistently and the motor seems like it's not evenly running. I don't know. But that's all I've got. Have you guys tried the Tac Shaver or something like it? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Check out my social profiles for progress pictures, videos as I go. And please subscribe for more product reviews from me, James White, with Freakin' Reviews.